Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. We are in the Emil2 Swedish Tier 9 heavy tank, and we are competing to see which Tier 9 heavy tank is the best. To be fair, each tank is going to have a 75% crew, which really doesn't show off all the tank's features and what they're good at because they're so much better with good crews. However, it does even the playing field, and it'll kind of show which one's the best with the worst crew, if that makes sense. So someday I'll come back around and redo this with good crews. Very interesting vid. Not that these aren't, but why are we doing Tier 9 heavies? Well, to me, it's like one of the best set of tanks in the game. Tier 9 is a soft spot just because you're +1, -2 matchmaker, and generally the tanks are pretty competitive because they can compete with Tier 10s. Now, this location for the Emil2 is pretty dominant. However, you have to be careful because Artie generally speak of the devil. Artie's looking up here, usually. Bounce off the Minuteman. Get another shot in the Dreadnought. Minuteman has turned a little bit, so we're able to get a shot into his upper plate. We'll hide behind this rock so Artie doesn't blow our brains out again. Now, to me, the Emil2 is a lot like the 705, where the Tier 10 is just better than it. So there's really no point in keeping the Tier 9, just because the Tier 10 can do it better. And honestly, in my opinion, the Tier 8 is a little bit more competitive tier for tier. So it's kind of right in the middle. Not to say it's a bad tank, but playstyle wise, it's very comparable to the Tier 8 and Tier 10, and I feel like they just can get it done tier for tier a little bit better than this one can. Alright, so the Swedish heavies, they are Ridgeline Warriors. They are the Ridgeline Warrior because they have strong turrets. If you ever meet one of these hull down, try to shoot HE shells into the tops of their turret, or alternatively towards the bottom of their turret or at the side, and sometimes you'll get some nice penetrations just because the side armor, the hull armor, is pretty trash on these tanks, especially the Emil1. But using it hull down on a ridgeline is and can be just sheer dominance. Now the line itself, I didn't mind too much. 1 through 5, nothing too spectacular. Tier 6 is one of my favorite tanks in the game. That thing, that's where the Swedes start to give you that gun depression that you're looking for. And that is just some delicious gun depression that thing's got. Then we jump into the Leo, and a lot of people don't like the Leo. I actually found that tank pretty fun. I didn't say like great. The tank itself isn't great, but it reminds me of Tier 20. And then let's see, it's Tier 7, Tier 8. Well, we talked about the Emil1. I enjoyed that tank. I kept that tank actually. And before we can get the track fixed, we get crapped on by Artie again. So we're going to speed this up. There are traps on the foghorn. It's a close match. However, we own the map. Now the only way that they're really going to win this, or should win this, is if we go one at a time in towards our team. We wait for our team to kind of surround them. We have the angles, so we should dominate this match. Now I'm curious what our sniper is doing, so I go and take a look. He's not doing much. So now he's moving. And as soon as this Mauerbrecher lost a lot of hit points, the Reds decided to go all in and surround him. The rain shuts down the IS-2M. And the Banshee comes over to take out that guy. And now it's only 3 Reds left, so. Banshee's able to take down the Black Prince. Now it's just 2 Arties left. He's going to go dark before he goes out to kill Artie. Obviously, it looks like we're going to win that. Just go Emil2 with his stats. Disgusts me. Beautiful shotgun by our Artie. Just one more Artie to go here. And there we go. Our Artie killed their Artie. Little Artie on Artie action. That's enough that game. Let's get to end game stats. Able to make 3,000 damage out of that game, or 3,100, 700 assists, and 1,000 blocked. Take 3rd on the team. Not too shabby. Now the unload speed of these tanks is very slow, about as slow as a French heavy tank. But the difference is obviously if this is on a ridge line, the turret can hold up, whereas the French, you have to kind of fight corners or flags. And you can't just sit there and fire away like you can in the Emil or the Kranwagen. Jump into the next game. Next game is going to be on Swamp, and this is one of my favorite maps. Not to mention, when you're looking for games in the Emil2, Emil1, or the Kranwagen, you're looking for maps that have good hills or ridge lines that you can work. And Swamp has that, so we're in the north, head down to the castle. And I changed my mind. Realize that the castle provides no ridge lines really to fight off of. So even though that's my preferred place to go, I'm gonna switch it up. Swamp is interesting to me because though there's a nice big battle down in the castle, winning the castle doesn't really affect the rest of the map. It is really, in my opinion, middle map control. However, the outside flanks are important. So a lot of the times, a team that spawns in the south will go up the 9-0 line. They'll make a battle up in like 9, and then if they send some tanks around D8, D7 around that corner, they'll have crossfires, which makes it pretty difficult to move around on the AB line. And then the rest of their tanks generally go to the castle. And once, if they're able to win that, they can't really push out the 1, 2, 3 line because of the sniper ridge in D4. So it just makes it interesting for the different angles. And to me, whoever controls the middle, like if you can drive across the middle without taking damage, that means that your team has vision control in the middle of the map, and that's really what's going to help you win the game on Swamp. Alright, so we got binos, because that's what we're putting in all the heavy tanks. So I'm trying to get some binos up so I can see what's looking at me. Not doing much. Now that I've had my binos up for a little while, nothing's shot at me. I'm gonna move up. Try to get my binos up. That I have 7 there. You see, the aim time is not the most phenomenal thing on this tank either. So I didn't want to waste shells. You can't really waste shells in this tank. It just takes too long to load your shells back up. Not to mention you don't have a ton of shells in the first place, so it makes it difficult to manage all your shells. Miss a shot into the Centennial, then we're able to track him there. Fixes his track. Gonna see where the back of the tank is here. Find Panzer 7. Never gonna accurately pen the Panzer 7 from this angle nor this distance. We have to take a shot from the bad chat. Put our driver back in. We're still targeted, but I'm not too worried about it just because of the turret strength of this tank. As long as I keep it pointed towards whoever's shooting at me, I should be good. See how long it takes to reload that gun. Shots of the Badger's lower plane here. Just one of them. Get spotted. Just be a little careful on this ridge line. They are starting to open up some angles, so I don't want to get shot in the side of the head. Which makes it kind of tricky to make sure that I'm pointing the right direction. As soon as they start shooting, they get spotted, so they back up. 40-second reload. Pretty boring match so far, but like I said before, there's 75% crew, which makes it difficult to push, and especially in this tank when you're going to reload for an hour. If you get too far committed, you're going to end up dead, so you gotta be careful, making sure that you know your reload times and how long you should stay in the situation. No, I keep getting targeted. I'm not sure where it's from, but they're not shooting at me anymore. This guy pulls up, we're not able to pen him, and then we hit his gun. Critical hit out of that. We're just trying to provide cover fire for our team, but honestly, we probably could move up. We're starting to push the HJ line, so it actually benefit our team a lot and help them get their team turned around. That's what we're gonna go do. And this is where middle map control is so important, because if they pop their head up, they're gonna get it ripped off. And we're able to move freely throughout the swamp. Then we hit the track. And we're looking for an easy pen. There we go. Able to get a shot into that guy. Reload. You don't want to risk part of your tank just because you're reloading. However, if you know that you're hull down, you definitely can take advantage of this tank's turret. It's 10 to 8, so I don't want to like throw this. Make sure that we're gonna win it. The way they're spread out makes me feel like we're gonna be fine, but I've seen worse happen, so I just want to make sure that we're gonna take this home. So now I'm locked and loaded. There's FB202. Get one shot into him, and then he's taken out. There's his buddy. 202 out of that platoon. Try to close his distance here. Could have shot at him there, but then I only have 2 shells after that if I miss, so I definitely didn't want to do that. Able to get one into the Badger, the second one into the Badger. Now they only have 3 tanks left. But so far, pretty decent game. Now there's just one tank destroyer left over there. So we're going to compete against all the other tier 9 heavies. We're going to pick one from every category to first, and then we are going to make sure that everybody Alright, so I just drive out in front of the Jaegeru. I really could care less. I'm hoping that my team takes advantage of that, and they do drive out. That's really what you want to do. Then he has 2 options: turn around, try to scrape that guy out his back, or he can just try to get as much damage as he can before he dies. So it happens if the Jaeger sits on the base the whole game. Jaeger's front line forward, then it's going to be a little bit harder to win that game. 3,500 damage, 500 assists, 1,500 blocks. Not a terrible game. Let's combine the stats from game 1 and game 2. Let's see where the Emil2 is at so far. So right now we're at 6,500 damage, 1,200 assisted, 25, almost 2,600 blocked, and then 2,400 earned. Not too shabby, especially for a 75% crew in that tank. I'd say the Swedish heavies are probably more like Heavies. In my Kronwagen, I like to use 150 octane and food vents. That really makes it a little bit more mobile and play more like a medium tank than a heavy. Alright, we are on Overlord, so Just if you're ever on Overlord, don't take the beach. The beach doesn't matter. I don't care who says it does. They are incorrect. It does not matter. You do not have to take the beach to win this game. If you win the high ground, you generally are going to win this game. Shoot up here, just like I said. Worry about the beach. And generally, you're going to have 3 or 4 gomers that go down the beach anyways, so you'll be able to not have to worry about that. Slow drive uphill. It'll be worth it. You have a lot of tanks on the 0 line, but when I remember, that's usually the smaller ones. So either they die off or slowly getting into position. I'm hoping that that TV is dead by the time I get there. Like hard. He does have a heavy tank, but I'm not going to set. The Reds are starting to make their push. Slow and steady. Here we go. So we get here, and there's we're able to pull the shot. T3 and then. Right when we get comfortable, of course, our guys to remind us that he's in the game. Now it looks like they flexed over to take the middle of the map, so we're going to head over there. If I don't secure the top side, I don't generally push towards their base. I'll come back. I'll come back from this angle. Generally, if you drive across the sea line, there's going to be some tank destroyers that mess you up. I'll get shot into the side of the C5. He's not even paying attention. Another shot into him, and then he drops out of sight. So, we get shot from behind. Frustrating. 3 over there, we're able to get the first shot in. He misses his shot, we're able to get the second shot in. And now we're on a reload, so we're just going to tell our team that. Here's the machine. Man, this would be beautiful if we had a flip for him. Unfortunately, we don't. But we get one right in time to shut him down. We look for the tank on the beach, and we're not able to take him down. A nice flip off the cliff. Let's get to end game stats and see how we did in the Emil2 altogether. 2,700 damage, 400 assisted. And you're good there. Alright, taking a look at both combined. Got 9340 in damage, so close to the Conqueror, not quite unseating it. Assist 1700, block 2600, and XP earned. We're at 3,500, so got some work to do there. But generally, the Emil2 is just a good, strong tank. I do feel like the Ground Wagon and Emil1 do a better tier for tier, but if you're looking for a good hull down tier 9 heavy tank, the Emil2 is going to be just for you. Alright, I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.